Morning, folks. I get why it's difficult to watch 20-minute videos, 15-minute videos, 25-minute videos sometimes, and that you want everything in 5 minutes or less. So I've been trying to do that, but it's very difficult because there's a lot to go through and I cover a lot of instruments. That's why I'm doing some live streams for members, but I'm also doing live streams for the public. I've got one coming up today. In those live streams, I've got time to answer questions and go into a lot more detail about the instruments that we're trading. So make sure you tune into the live streams. And if you become a member, you also get the members live streams, and it only costs $1 a month. There's a link below that says join. Just click that. So let's spend a couple of minutes just going through my positions, and then I'll detail them in the live stream later on today. We're long on the euros. You can see our two tranches there, looking for the dollar to move down. For various reasons, I expect the dollar will move down in the coming days and weeks, down to around about the 93 level, and that will force the euro and the pound and the yen up. I'm looking for a target on the euro, for example. Let me switch to the weekly chart. Up in this blob here at the 78.6% Fibonacci. That's at about 1.18. I think we could get to 1.2. That is if the dollar carries on moving down, which I expect it will, given the current circumstances. We're also short on the euro yen. That's moving down nicely. Once again, just to reiterate this pattern, it's interminably long. We've overshot by a little bit. I had my arrow drawn in about 2 weeks ago. We've gone a little bit longer and a little bit higher than I expected, but not by that much, really, just a few days. And I'm still looking for this path down to 144. And those are the only trades we have on, folks. I wanted to get short on the dollar yen, but we didn't get up into the areas that I was looking for, so no trade there. We short on the NASDAQ, 3 tranches there. Put quite a detailed analysis up yesterday. I'll link that at the end of this video. Go and check that out. And we'll discuss it further in the live stream. Make sure you're there. And then the S&P, same sort of thing. We'll chat about that, but I did cover this in the last video. We're also short on the German 30. All of these are slightly out of the money. The last time we had a free fall Friday was on April the 4th, after Liberation Day. So let's see, maybe we'll get a free fall Friday today, who knows. If you want to know more about these, please join the live stream later. It's at 08:30 Eastern Time, New York time. Let's go across to Bitcoin. We're still long on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and we're now short on gold again. This is actually looking a little bit weak. And after trying to rally up, we got to the 200 period moving average here on the 4-hour chart, formed a reversal candle. It's actually a dark cloud cover candle at the 200 period moving average, and we went short immediately. We're still holding our long silver position, so we're hedged once again, basically one metal against the other. We have nothing on copper. Once again, today just dribbling down a bit, looking a little weak, and obviously we're watching that very closely for signs of economic weakness, and that will affect these indices as well, the NASDAQ, the S&P. And there's a couple of names that I'm looking at, and I'll talk about those in more detail when we get to the live stream. So just to summarize, we're long on ETH, BTC, XRP, and we're short on gold. We're long on silver, nothing on copper. Let's go across to energies. We're still short on natural gas. We did take some profit here at the 100 period moving average. It looked like we were trying to reverse and hold. Bit of thrashing around there. Notice how we got squeezed between the 20 and the 100 and then eventually breaking down below. So we're still short. Target remains around about where we are now. We're watching very closely, 330 to 325 and then $3. We have no positions on WTI oil. I'm looking to sell further up into Moab. That would be up at around about $65 to $67, allowing for 70 and even 74. On this page, we're still long the South African Rand. We're still long on TLT. Looks like that might be turning up a bit because we're seeing the 10-year yield falling off a wee bit. We haven't surpassed the whipsaw high yet, so it's still looking okay, and we're long on TLT. Nothing on VIX. However, we're below 18 now, and I'll be looking to buy this fairly soon, hopefully closer to 16 or 17, looking for a move back up. That's, of course, if these markets do reverse, and the VIX will tell us, and so will copper. We'll be watching both of these very closely. Copper looking a little bit weak. And finally, on softs and grains, we remain long on sugar. We're fully hedged on cocoa, just for those of you who keep on asking about this. We got short there. We immediately hedged on a break above that high. And we remain hedged so far. I'll be looking to take profit on the long side of the hedge, up into this zone here, the pink zone, the top of the range, and then add some shorts. So far that's looking okay, actually. We're also short on coffee, bouncing up a wee bit today. We're long on corn, long on cotton, long on wheat. We were long on soya. We took some profit at the top here, at the soya channel top, I suppose. Still waiting for wheat to get going. Good day yesterday and the day before. Actually, 3 good days on wheat. Today's just folding down a wee bit, but looking quite constructive. Coming off that big bottom. I'm allowing for a little bit further down on wheat, actually. We've got this descending sort of wedge, falling wedge, and we haven't quite reached the bottom. The bottom is at around about 486, and we're currently trading at about 529. So be aware that we may still have to get down to that falling wedge bottom. Let me zoom in. You can see where we are now, just a little bit further below us. But looks like it's trying to hold right here, so maybe with a bit of luck, that'll keep moving up. We were short on orange juice. We took profit at the bottom a couple of days ago. We have no positions on there just yet. I'll be looking to sell again into rallies on orange juice. And that's it, folks. I think that was a quick 5-minute wrap up and roundup. And I'll follow this up later on today at 08:30 Eastern Time, New York time. And we'll cover some of these other markets in more detail and answer some of your questions. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you press the like button, and make sure you press the join button, and I'll see you there. Take care.
Futures and options, longs and shorts, price swings that cut like a knife through the heart. Henry Hub's a battleground, bulls against the bears, whispers of a cold front send us in the scares. Margins tight, margin calls, nerves they fray.